Alright guys, today we are gonna be reacting to she instantly regrets divorcing her husband, like all of them. I guess let's jump in.
Times like this suck when I don't want to go inside my home because there's no one to go home to. No one is in there waiting for me.
Nobody.
This is the part where it is really tough because you feel like your kids would rather be with the other parent.
Welcome back, family. Today we are going to review yet another 40-plus-year-old modern woman who decided to end a 23-year-old marriage so that she can go back in these streets to chase after Chad and Tyrone. Let's first start by watching her crying when loneliness hits her hard.
And I hate to be one of those women that come on TikTok and cry, and people are like, why is she doing that? I'll tell you that.
Why is she doing that? You notice what she did there?
Doing that.
You see, I mean, this is so fake. Oh my god.
And people are like, why is she doing that?
Look at her body language, her face. She's still modeling for the camera. Why is she doing that? Ah, it's insane.
I'll tell you that almost 2 years ago, my ex and I divorced after 23 years of marriage. And it's been almost 2 years. It has been the hardest, most loneliest time of my life. I mean, if somebody would have said that I would feel and walked through what I have walked through, I would have said, no, I won't, because I will not make it. I will not survive very long. I just pulled in my driveway from work, and I don't want to go inside because my kids aren't home this week. I also, when I look to the left, I see our basketball court and 2 basketballs in the yard, and I'm not going to move those. They're reminders of these precious children that I have.
Crazy, man.
And that I can't stop. But man, times like this suck when I don't want to go inside my home because there's no one to go home to. No one is in there waiting for me. I will not be greeted by anybody. And that is a really hard place to be.
No, you're all gonna be fine, queen. You know, give it some time. Time heals wounds. She divorced her husband. I mean, you have to be kidding me. 23 years in marriage and you just dropped it? Just because? And this, what happened is, she thought that the grass was green in the green the other side. Some of these guys that she left her husband, right? Those guys that she selected and divorced her husband for, they didn't want to have a relationship because it's stupid. Why would you want a relationship with somebody that already left a family? Why? Why would you want a relationship with somebody like that? You have to be crazy, man. And usually when guys take females like this to a relationship, they look like losers. And now this probably happened multiple times. And probably her ex-husband is doing much better than her.
So, I don't have any like crazy magic words that'll make you feel better if you're experiencing that.
There you go.
Just know that you're not alone. And
Right.
These feelings, we all know they come and go. Last night I pulled into my driveway just feeling fine. I was actually a little bit excited that I just had the night to myself. But today it just hit me. You just never plan on things like this happening. So again, I don't have anything earth-shattering to tell you except that you are not alone in those feelings. And probably an important thing to do is to reach out to somebody that's healthy, not just anybody. While I think it's important to sit in those feelings and that grief, because there's so much growth happening. Like, I know there is.
There's no these females, man. They love the trauma. I don't know what's the problem is. Literally, the female, their emotions are basically telling you fucked up. Just to put it, I'm gonna put it raw like that. You effed up, big time. You effed up big time. Me as a man, I would not imagine myself unless my wife do something horrendous. Like, it had to be horrendous for me to leave my 4 kids with my wife. That would be insane, guys. For me, just to leave them because I want to be happy, or because I found another woman, that is insane, guys. And I'll be looked as a loser. As a loser. But somehow, she just put this out there in TikTok, and we're supposed to just say, you know what, it's fine. She's suffering, she's crying. Let's just feel a little bit of empathy for her.
There is so much growth happening in my heart. And I want that growth because I don't want any of that pain to be in vain. I want to come out of this a better woman, a better mom, a better partner for that person. So I'm going to wrap this up because I'm rambling and I kind of want to delete it. Maybe I should. But just know you're not alone.
It never ceases to amaze me how most of these divorced women keep on breaking up their family unit that used to give them that sense of purpose and warm environment just to chase after some few useless excitements. This really shows how most women let the emotions they feel at the moment dictate their actions. It is all about the instant gratification for them. Now all they do is cry on social media about how lonely they are for attention and validation. On the other hand, this woman's ex-husband has moved on and built another.
Like I would say, the reason she's crying because her ex-husband is not part of the orbit, guys. It's the orbit theory, guys. If you guys can find a book called The Pandora Box is early PUA stuff, and read it. It was very good, and they can explain the orbit theory. That way, you guys can understand it.
Another amazing family with another woman to the point that their children prefer to spend time with her ex-husband's new family than her. And now she is jealous and sad that her children are no more excited to see her every time they have to spend time together. Check it out.
Hey guys, I'm having a really vulnerable moment and I wanted to share it because there are thousands of other moms that struggle with this. And nobody else could possibly understand it unless you have walked this journey. And I know that for me, when somebody that has been in the exact place that I'm in and has felt the same way I have felt, when they speak to me and encourage me, I hang on to every word they say because I know that they know. They're speaking because they've walked through it. A little bit of background. I was married for 23 years and been divorced for a year and a half. I have an 18 and 11-year-old.
Yo, this is a good example how tattoos never age well in a female skin. Look at that. Oh.
And it is their week with their dad, and tomorrow they're leaving for a beach trip because it's fall break with him and his partner and her kids. And I went and got my girls because I wanted to spend a little bit of time with them before they left. And they really just weren't into it. Not because they're being mean. They were on their phones a little bit. And I know some people are going, we'll take their phones away from them. And yes, I agree. But that is hard to do when you have limited time with them. It's not hard to do. But I also don't want to be, like, you already feel like you're not the fun parent. I already feel like I'm
They feel resentment against you. That's what it is. They finally feel resentment.
not the fun parent. I'm not the one taking them to the beach.
It's resentment.
When they come back, we have one full break day together, and we'll probably go and do something free, like play pickleball, or go to Starbucks, or go on a hike.
They hate
Like, it
you.
will
They
not be-
hate you, lady. They hate you. Don't you get it? They hate you. They don't want to be with you. They know you were the one to divorce the parent and just went with all the guys. You went to marry to just date another guy, and you don't even have the audacity to say, "I'm sorry, I messed up." And that's why they're waiting, guys. Kids are not stupid, guys. When they're 12 and above, or even that 9 and above, they already know what's going on. And she still thinks that she can play these teams under behind. They're never gonna just notice. Man, come on.
Be a beach trip, because I simply cannot do that right now. So this is the part where it is really tough, because you feel like your kids would rather be with the other parent, and in this instance, that family. It's hard, and it sucks, and I don't even really have anything else to say about it except that it's hard. So if there's another mom watching this, and maybe you just dropped your kids off, and you're feeling like you don't even matter anymore to them.
Too late, lady.
You do. I do. And it will not always feel this way. Somebody told me that a long time ago in the beginning of all of this, and I have clung to it. It won't always be this way.
Yeah, she's still making herself feel the victim. That's the worst thing about this. It's just they have that art to just, that when they still make a bad decision, romanticizing their bad decisions. It's insane.
Ma'am, you can keep lying to yourself, but your children are now starting to see who is really the problem and who really caused their family to break up. Your
Sad.
children are growing up and can see that all you are focused on is chasing after Chad and Tyrone without even caring how that affect them. And that is why—
And if the ex-husband move on, that's it. That's the end of the game, guys. At the end of the game, depression's gonna. The next one in the door is depression.
why they are starting to distance themselves from you. Guys, this woman keeps on getting pumped and dumped on repeat by Chad and Tyrone on these dating apps to the point of almost falling into a depression. Check it out.
What did I tell you? At this point, it's just depression territory.
I have a question for those of you who are dating, specifically through the apps. Are you having fun? Is this enjoyable? Because I'm not. I'm not. This is not fun. The last guy I dated, I found out 4 weeks into it that he lied about his age by about 10 years. And the guy before that lived in a yurt, which he was very upfront about, appreciate it. But he lived in a yurt with no running water, and he didn't have any plans to change that. So I am not having fun. This is not fun to me. Is it just me?
Stupid.
Is it me? Help. Please, somebody help.
No, my dear, we are not feeling any sympathy for you
That's
here.
it, GG.
You decide.
You know, like I always say, right? At this point, you need to be number two, number three. At this point, you want your ex-husband back. You're not gonna have it. He can give you sex, but that's it.
Decided by your own free will to divorce your husband, thinking that you were better than him. Now enjoy getting used to the max in these.
So tired of these 2 or 3 long situationships, Laura. If I'm on oil change, just tell me now. This is crazy stuff, man.
It is very sad to watch.
Merry Christmas Eve. Happy holidays. Happy
You see?
Kwanzaa.
Happy holiday. Happy Kwanzaa. Oh my God. This lady is woke, man.
Eve. Happy holidays. Happy Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa is not a real thing. What the hell are you talking about? That's something that these immigrants invented. Kwanzaa is not real, guys. You know where they celebrate Kwanzaa? In the United States. Because they wanted to appeal to the African culture, I guess, but they don't even celebrate that stuff.
Hanukkah Day.
Oh my God. F this lady. No, I don't. I want to. I want to just leave it there. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you next one.